one of my friends, he didn't know what Tourette's was at all, and so he was asking about it, like, why are you making those noises? And I taught him everything he needs to know about Tourette's.
That's wonderful. I'm really proud of you for doing that.
One of my friends is incredibly concerned about Tourette's. Every time I do it, even one little tick, he asks if I'm okay.
Well, that sounds like a really good friend to have.
He can draw.
Oh yeah,
Last
he's
year.
so good.
I won something, and
Artist of the
yeah.
year of his class.
Yeah.
His grade.
What?
It's
Yeah.
on the wall in my
His drawings on the wall in the school all year.
Oh my gosh! That is incredible! Can I show everybody? Yeah?
Yeah. He loves to draw
did a great
dinosaurs.
job. Yeah, what's your favorite dinosaur to draw?
The Ankylosaurus.
I have never even heard of that. What do they look like?
They're herbivores, and they're like armored with a big club on the back of their tail, and they can crush bone.
Imagine if that dinosaur had
I
Tourette's,
know.
like, whack!
Oh my gosh. With their tails.
Yeah. Excuse me.
What are you laughing about?
He's wanting, we made wreaths, Christmas wreaths last weekend, and he wants to make some more and try to set up and sell some. But I told him if we don't get it done before Christmas, he could do them for all year long. He could make a Valentine's one and a 4th of July one. And
My mom had stuttering really, really bad whenever she was young.
I do that.
Do you?
I'll come out with it, a full sentence, and it does not make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Does it? Like
Yeah.
sometimes some of the stuff I said.
Yeah.
But to me, I know exactly what I
You
said.
know exactly. Yeah, because you kind of mumble
Yeah.
whatever a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah,
But
isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
She'll do that to me. I'm like, what the hell did you just say? And she'll just start laughing. But majority of the time, I know what she was meaning to say. So.
Yeah.
Said, I made a wreath, and my mother once said, what are you going to put it on? And I said, I'm going to put this one on sale.
Yeah, I said, put this one on sale. I said, what are you going to put it on? He said, on sale.
So I was hurting so bad as a kid because a lot of people just did not understand.
It's really heartbreaking whenever people mock your Tourette's. And yesterday, Mother was on TikTok, and she saw a video on somebody complaining who didn't think Tourette's was real, and that they've never seen somebody with Tourette's.
And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, so that way people will understand that it is real. You know what I mean? It absolutely is real.
He tries to hold it in at school sometimes.
Yeah, and it just makes it so much worse. Like, the ticks are in there. They're going to come out one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Yep. He doesn't always have the motor ones. It's mostly just the vocal. But it's went back and forth, too. They've changed.
See, that's another thing with Tourette's, you know.
They've changed
like, I
over
may
the
have,
years.
Yes, you're exactly right. So he may have this tick, and then tomorrow it'll be another one. In 1 week, in 1 month. Next year, you may be surprised with the all together different ones.
No, they didn't want to diagnose him for years.
Really?
Yes.
So when did his tick start?
When I was 4.
Really?
Age 4.
Okay. What was his first tick? Like, what did you notice?
The little sounds.
Okay.
It was more like a throat clearing.
Then it went on to the head twitching.
Yeah, then you got the head one.
And I was banging my head on tables and goose eggs for absolutely no
Is that, can that be? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that one video where I did me and this gal that traveled from Maryland, and I jumped in the back seat. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me let it all out. I feel so much better. Whenever she said, like, oh, well, you know, you can let it all out, you know, let it all out, you know, and that's why I did that, because when you suppress ticks so much, that's how you feel. You just want to get out and shake, rattle, and roll, and then, like, you know, bang your head up against chairs or couches or tables or walls, and that's exactly what I did too. And the only thing that, like, we went to for educational purpose was seminars.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to a doctor that's using $5 words at 8, 9, 10 years old.
You don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Mm-mm.
How is that going to help me? And my mom, you know, the only thing she got out of it was, okay, I'm hearing a doctor talk about it. How can my daughter deal with it?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm doing this.
Yes.
That's why I'm doing these.
Yeah.
It's to help other kids especially, because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to deal with.
Kids are mean.
Well, not only that, it's something that's rare.
Class, I'll come in and I'll just randomly start humming and I don't realize it.
Yeah.
And then whenever I finally do, I'm like, man, I'm stupid. Why am I doing this in the middle of
You ain't
class?
stupid.
You are not stupid.
Mm-mm.
You are extremely smart. You are so talented. You are brave. I am so glad you came to meet me, because you remind me so much of me whenever I was a kid. Kind of helps me out too.
Yes.
So I appreciate you sharing your story with me. What I'm doing with you right now, you're going to do this one day, and it's really going to help you out as well. Okay?
I'm going to be a salesman and I'm going to spread awareness to the entire campsite.
So does the weather affect his tics? Sometimes when the
never
weather
noticed.
changes. So what affects me too is when the weather changes,
Yeah.
like whenever allergy season
Yeah.
comes along, and like people complain about migraines and stuff like that. That's whenever my tics are really working.
Think
Down.
about it now.
Up, now up.
Here lately.
They have been a little bit
Mhm.
more pronounced.
Manifest on something.
Right.
You get anxiety
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want other people seeing my tics because we're scared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But no more. I ain't freaking scared anymore. I'm like, look,
Here's
here
my
I am.
tics, yes. I have Tourette's. Get over it.
Yeah.
How many different kinds of tics? Like, Tourette's is not one standardized thing. Because there's so
It's
many
very
different.
complex.
Yes.
Very complex.
Yes.
Nobody's tics are the same.
No.
We have our own tics.
Mm-hmm.
Because we think about certain things. Not everybody.
Well, that's why I wanted to come meet you, because
Mhm.
we've only met the one other person, and of course we don't get to talk to her very much. So,
Right.
and just it's so much different talking to somebody in person about it and just seeing videos and just watching videos.
Yeah.
So.
Actually gone viral, which is crazy to think. You know, now that it has, it's just like I feel like I have a purpose having Tourette's. I have more of a purpose to help other people deal with it.